Mostly grateful for you guys to be here with us. Hopefully you had a great time today. Tomorrow's going to be exciting. As you know, we're opening Transformers the Ride 3D. I'd like to introduce a guy named Mark Woodbury. He's the president of Universal Creative, and Mark and his team have helped build the attraction and create it. He's going to spend a couple minutes and chat with you, and then we'll take some questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Woodbury.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening, everybody. It's thrilling to have writers here from around the world. And we welcome you to this tremendous celebration of the opening of Transformers. This is a really wonderful journey for us to get to this point. It started some time ago, back probably 4 or 5 years ago now, when we started thinking about Transformers and what an important franchise it was and what a great attraction it would make. Because it has everything you want in the attraction. It has really great, interesting characters. It's kind of in the form of robots. It has really unbelievable action helped by Michael Bay. And it has really great environments and a wonderful story. So we were thinking about how to bring that to life and ultimately brought it to reality in Singapore back in 2011, and then followed that immediately in Los Angeles in 2012. And with the wild success that we had, the wild popularity of it, we fast-tracked it to Orlando. So we're actually standing here 2 days and 1 year after the day that we broke ground on Transformers. So an amazing fast delivery of the attraction. And the reason for that is it is so wildly popular, and you'll see for yourself tonight why that is. This attraction really is groundbreaking on several levels. It's groundbreaking in the level of immersion, it's groundbreaking technologically and visually, and it's groundbreaking in that it is such a major sense of immersion that we've been able to accomplish that you'll see tonight that is really unparalleled. One of the things that we've come to appreciate here is that everything we do, every attraction that we build, has to be better than the last one we did. So that creates a continually rising bar for execution, and you know, a great challenge, but also something that has come to define us as a brand of entertainment. So I really hope that you get a chance to enjoy it multiple times tonight, and have a great experience tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you all out there. Thank you very much.
So Mark, it's time for a couple of questions if anyone has any questions. Certainly, as you know, Mike West will be available for interviews as well. So are there any questions for Mark?
First of all, thank you for holding this wonderful event. I think that you can speak for a lot of people who are deeply appreciative. And from Transformers fandom, I don't think 10 or 20 years ago we could have dreamed anything like this would exist. My question was regarding the ride. You mentioned trying to break new levels of immersion, new levels of entertainment. If you could kind of, it may be difficult to latch out to one, but maybe a couple of your proudest aspects of this ride compared to things you've set up in other shows.
Well, I don't know, everybody didn't hear the question. I think one of the most interesting things about this ride in particular is executing on the scale of the characters. You know, Megatron is 31 feet tall and Optimus like 28 feet tall. These are really giant characters, very difficult to bring to life in an attraction. So we had to devise a way to really fully appreciate the scale of the characters. And to do that, we created what we call a media silo. And you'll be in it, but you won't know you're there. And I challenge any of you to ask, tell me later where exactly you were when you saw it, when you were in the media silo. But it's a 60-foot high screen that you'll be traveling vertically through. And that was done in order to give you the full appreciation of the size of the character. The other thing that's particularly cool about the attraction, you'll see it a couple times, is this is the first time anybody's ever tried to do a slow motion cinematic scene in a moving attraction like this. So that's a classic Michael Bay move, as you know from the pictures. And we wanted to bring that to the attraction. So 2 times during this attraction, you'll see these really wonderful slow motion moves where the frenetic pace of the action all of a sudden comes to a real slow stop and then goes into slow motion. So you'll see that a couple times, and it's pretty cool. Those are two really neat things about it.
Other questions?
Hi, you mentioned that it's been run a couple of other places and it started in Singapore. So is this identical to the other ones, or has it been changed for Orlando?
So the question is, this attraction exists in Singapore and in Universal Studios Hollywood. Is it identical or are there some differences?
Well, I learned something a long time ago that if it's not broken, don't fix it. It is pretty much the same as Singapore and Hollywood in terms of the experience. The architecture is different. This context is different than those in terms of where the attraction sits in the park. The pre-show is slightly different, and there's a couple nuances technologically. Projection technology advances, the animation technology advances over time, so each of those have been implemented in this. So when I ride this, I can see the difference in the progression of each of the parks in terms of the resolution of the picture and the execution of the imagery. So yeah, there's been a growth to how it's done.
More questions? You guys are ready to eat? Okay. I'm sorry. Question?
I have a quick question on the character Evac. How did you guys create his personality, and what was it like, I guess, creating the ride from his point of view?
That's a great question. I'm glad you recognize that you did it. One of the things that we're really focused on is putting you in the action, making you part of the experience. Unlike just a presentational type thing, we really want to put you in the picture and make you an important part of what's happening. So having Evac actually be a character and then create the character, ultimately created a toy out of the character, was really something very engaging, and discussing with Michael Bay early on, he thought it was really a cool idea. And you'll see how that plays out on the ride, and how Evac actually, with your help, kind of grabs the shard, and you really become in possession of the MacGuffin of the ride, and off you go. So yeah, it was a really neat thing to do, and it turned out really well.
Okay, everyone, thank you very much. As you know, Michael's going to be available for interviews if you got your time cards. In the meantime, just have a great night. We're here.